I'm Ellen Carver, and for 18 years, I poured my heart into building Carver Designs, a boutique interior design firm in Seattle. What started as a one-woman operation in a cramped Belltown office grew into a respected name, handling projects for tech moguls and historic restorations across the Pacific Northwest. My secret? Trust. Trust in my team, my clients, and my best friend, Marissa Tate, who joined as my business partner 5 years ago. That trust was my foundation until Marissa shattered it. Last March, I sat in our sleek conference room overlooking Puget Sound, expecting a routine strategy meeting. Instead, Marissa slid a document across the table, her face unreadable. "Ellen, we need to pivot," she said. "The board thinks it's time for new leadership to scale the firm." The board, 3 investors we had brought on 2 years ago to fund our expansion, had apparently met without me. The document was a buyout offer, my shares for a fraction of their value, effectively pushing me out. "It's just business," Marissa said, her smirk betraying the lie. I'd mentored her, shared every client contact, every strategy, only to be discarded at 46, when our firm was at its peak. The betrayal stung deeper because I'd trusted Marissa like family. We'd met at a design expo in 2005, bonded over late-night sketches and shared dreams. When I brought her on, she was a talented but unpolished designer. I taught her how to win clients like the Hensons, whose waterfront mansion redesign earned us national press, and how to navigate Seattle's cutthroat design scene. Now, she'd used my playbook against me. The board, swayed by her promises of modernization, claimed my traditional approach, client dinners, handwritten thank you notes, was outdated. They wanted algorithms and influencers, Marissa's domain. As I packed my office, surrounded by mood boards and fabric swatches, my phone buzzed. A text from Lila Henson. "Heard you're leaving. Call me." Lila was our biggest client, representing 20% of our revenue. I didn't call. Too raw, too humiliated. Instead, I drove to my Capitol Hill apartment, where job alerts and LinkedIn notifications mocked my 18-year career. Marissa had already reassigned my clients to her new streamlined team, led by a 20-something influencer named Kaylee who thought vibes were a design philosophy. A week later, my phone rang. It was Tom Nguyen, my lead designer and protege. "Ellen, the office is a mess," he whispered. "Clients are furious. Lila Henson walked out of a meeting with Kaylee yesterday." I listened, unsurprised. Lila valued my attention to detail, how I remembered her love for mid-century modern, or her son's nut allergy when planning catering. Marissa's team didn't know those nuances. Neither did the board, who'd underestimated what I brought to the table. Days later, I met Rachel Klein, a headhunter, at a Fremont cafe. Over espresso, she slid me offers from 2 firms, one in Portland, another in San Francisco. Both wanted my client list, offering salaries 50% higher than at Carver Designs. "Your relationships are gold," Rachel said. I hadn't solicited clients, but word of my exit had spread. By week's end, 6 clients, Lila, the Murphys, the Changs, reached out, hinting they'd follow me wherever I went. Then Tom called again. "Marissa's panicking," he said. "The board's getting heat from investors. 3 clients pulled their contracts." I smiled, not because I'd planned it, but because Marissa hadn't realized clients don't stay for flashy presentations. They stay for trust. I hadn't badmouthed her, but Seattle's design community was small. Clients talked at galas, golf courses, board meetings. My reputation, built over 18 years, was my revenge. Rachel arranged a meeting with Cascade Interiors, a growing Tacoma firm. Their CEO, Greg Walsh, offered me a partnership, not just a job. "Bring your clients. Build your team," he said. The deal included equity and creative control, terms Marissa had never offered. I hesitated, loyalty to my old team nagging at me, until Tom texted, "Marissa's blaming you for the client losses. She's pitching a rebrand to fix things." That sealed it. I signed with Cascade. The turning point came at a design conference in Bellevue. Lila Henson approached me, furious. Marissa's team sent me a generic proposal. They didn't even mention my waterfront project. I stayed professional, saying, "Cascade values client history. Let's talk." By the next day, Lila signed with us. 5 more clients followed within a week, representing 60% of Carver Design's revenue. Marissa's rebrand flopped. Her influencer-led pitches alienated our traditional clients. 2 months later, the Seattle Design Journal ran a story. Carver Designs faces client exodus after leadership shakeup. It noted my move to Cascade and the unprecedented client shift. Marissa called, voice shaking. Ellen, you're killing us. Can we talk? I agreed to meet at her office, curiosity outweighing my anger. She looked defeated, her minimalist office cluttered with unsent proposals. The board wants you back, she said. Name your terms. I leaned back, remembering her smirk. I'm happy at Cascade, I said. They value what I bring. Then I dropped the bombshell. Cascade had just acquired Carver Designs, remaining assets after their investors bailed. I'd lead the integration, ensuring my old team kept their jobs, except Marissa. As I walked out, my phone buzzed. Tom, you're a legend. I hadn't sought revenge, but by knowing my worth, I'd let Marissa's ambition destroy her. Cascade's new Seattle office, rebranded as Carver Cascade Designs, thrived. Clients returned, drawn by the trust I'd built over 18 years. Marissa faded into a junior role at an obscure firm. Sometimes revenge isn't about striking back. It is about stepping forward and letting the truth do the work.